This is my Moonstone Tribunal deck. So, one copy of Nebula, one Goose, one Ravona, one Mystique, one Mr. Fantastic, one Magic, one Mr. Negative, one Super Scroll, one Moonstone, one Iron Man, one Onslaught, and one Living Tribunal. So, the main thing is Iron Man Mystique, and then using Moonstone to copy Mystique, who is Iron Man. So that way you have 3 Iron Mans in one location, and then you can put Living Tribunal there, and you're gonna create over 150 power and spread it out into 3 locations. Obviously, um, you can also throw it in that location if you don't have Tribunal or Onslaught to make it even more powerful, even a bigger number in that spot. You can throw in Mr. Fantastic, and you'll be able to get an extra 6 power. Yeah, extra 6 power to your left and right lane if you put this all in your center location, obviously. So that's the thing. Typically, you just want to put all this stuff in your center location, but there are ways to try to counter. Obviously, Enchantress, red agents, I think, or something like that. You know, there's some cards. They can slow this down. Obviously, even a Cosmo can slow this down because Mystique is on reveal, and then it becomes an ongoing. But obviously, we're on turn 2 and turn 3, Mr. Negative, so you can quickly flip the power and cost of your Iron Man and Mystique, so they're both 0. So you can play them both in the same turn. Especially if you want to save it until the end of the game, where you drop your Living Tribunal and then do the Iron Man and Mystique, and then boom, now you have all this power spread it 3 ways, and now you surprise your opponent. So you'll see some gameplay. Game 1. So the goal is obviously to lock down some locations to further increase the chances of us winning those locations with something as simple as Goose. We have Nebula to help us, create power and try to win a lane, or at least force people to put stuff in that lane. Now, obviously, we want Ravona to help us reduce the cost of Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Negative, and our Iron Man and our Mystiques. So a lot of cost reductions just by playing Ravona. Obviously, if we could play Moonstone on Ravona, that would also decrease the cost of these cards, making it easier to play them and combo off, obviously, right? Now we want Mystique to be 0 cost. And of course, we can take advantage of Mr. Fantastic and Ravona and Moonstone, but we want to save that space for Mystique. So we're going to put Mr. Fantastic in the middle so he can spread his power left and right, especially if we Onslaught in the middle. So we don't need Magic because Limbo's already active. So I was debating if I want to put the Onslaught there, or if I want to play the Iron Man now. But it's like, no, go Onslaught, spread some power out. And you see I almost lost some cards in my hand for that Moon. And there's the Iron Man and Mystique combos. Now I'm able to spread power in 2 locations. I wasn't able to get Living Tribunal to further, spread more power, but this is enough. Just being able to do this is enough. Because again, the fact that Mr. Fantastic is adding extra power to the left side, and then it's getting multiplied by, multiplied twice by the double Iron Man, basically. So they're 60 to 56. Can't argue with those numbers. Those numbers will win you games multiple times. Of course, there are ways to counter and to beat the deck, and of course, Super Scroll can absorb all this deliciousness. Right? You can try to use it against you. Especially if they Super Scroll Living Tribunal, they can absorb all that power and spread it out. So it's not an unstoppable strategy, but it is definitely a strong strategy. So we got the Ravona, we got the Magic, right? We got the Living Tribunal Onslaught. Obviously, all we need. We lost that, but that's fine because that's not a key piece. There's something fantastic. I was thinking of getting rid of the value of the hand, but I was like, no, I'll keep it. And that's why. That's a good idea why I did it. You'll see soon enough. This was kind of funny. I was thinking like, oh man, I should have put it over there in the value because it got hit by Goose gets hit by Echo. So of course I'm not putting no more ongoings over there, or ideally. And so we got the Mystique. She's at least a 2 cost. But Super Scope being a 4, I mean a 5 is funny. But it's like, let me absorb some stuff. And then Iron Man came back like, oh snap. Literally, right? But I was like, damn, I can't copy the Iron Man. So I'll just throw the Onslaught there and get all that power, and then I can Tribunal. Right? So there's 6 more. But then he hits me with Leech. I was like, well, I can't Tribunal. So I was like, so what do I have left? I was like, well, Onslaught is, or I could play her, and she will multiply my Mr. Fantastic. So she kind of works like Onslaught. So absorbing things, but as you can see, 84 in one location, 11 in the middle, 10 to the side. But the fact that I was able to get more power to the side that's where the Fantastic comes into play.